Hi, I'm Bill. Today we're going to talk about how to remove a door panel on your 2005 Ford Expedition. It's a pretty simple procedure. Make sure this is what your door panel looks like. The handle, the buttons, the outside mirror, make sure it looks identical to this. You'll need a number 15 Torx head, regular screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and a 9/32 socket on a 1/4 inch ratchet. We don't want to strip anything out. So with that being said, I'll just go ahead and get started in. We'll start pulling the screws. We'll show you how to take everything off of this door so that you can work on the car. We'll start by locking the door so this button stays down. There's a small number 2 Phillips on the side of the door that has to come out. You can see here. Pull that. All the nuts and bolts will go in the cup holder. We need a regular screwdriver. Up under the door panel, there's a plastic cover with 2 snap pins and 2 bolts under it. That should be your number 15 Torx head. Do the 9/32 bolts down on the bottom. We've got the harder bolts out. Now you'll need a regular screwdriver to pop this. There's about 3 pins in here that you have to make sure you get. As you're prying, you'll hear them start to come out. As you're prying them out, pull the handle forward, and this plastic piece will come right off. The door lock assembly and window buttons pop right off with, again, 2 or 3 pins. And we'll unplug those just to make sure, so we don't have to feed it back through the door. There should be a button on each one. Hopefully I'm not in your way. Once these buttons are depressed, they'll both come right off. You could set this off to the side. If you're replacing this, you're almost done. If you decide you want to do work on the power lock or power window buttons, they're accessed from right here. So that'll get you into a replacement on that, if you need. Today's video is just showing how this door panel kind of pops off. We've got the screws off, so now we'll try and pull the door panel up. It should be an upward motion. And there, my friends, the door panel is off. Set it off to the side. And now you can access any of the other parts on the car that you need to remove. If you're working on a window regulator, door locks, it's all behind here, your speaker. What we're going to do today is continue a little bit more forward and go into the removal of the mirror, which there's a small piece of foam for quiet, I'm assuming. We'll pull that and we'll start to take some of this back a little bit. You may want to re-glue this or use duct tape to make sure it all gets back in place. And inside here, there's a wire for your mirror that has to be unplugged. We're going to go ahead now and push in on the clip, unplug the power to that mirror, make sure it's disconnected. We're going to unhook it from the car so the wire is free. And we're going to go ahead with our ratchet, which is which should be a 9/32 socket, 7/16 socket, and we're going to go ahead and start to pull the bolts from the mirror so we can remove the mirror assembly. They're usually not super tight. Just take your time. You don't want to drop the nut inside the door. It does help to put your finger up here with these. You do not want to lose nuts as you're taking them off. Again, that'll just make things a little more difficult than you need to do. As I say that, and it falls off and goes in the door. So, we'll take the last one off. Quite sure that mirror will stay in place as we're doing this. have it. Now we're ready to pull the entire side mirror off of the car. As you do this, the clips will come out. There's just one clip holding it. Gotta get it a little past. Pull the wire out of the door. And you have your entire mirror assembly off. Ready to work on. Alright. We're going to go ahead and put the mirror assembly back on the car, whether it's a new mirror, whether you've changed the turn signal lens, whatever you've done should have been done from this point. We're just showing you today how to take the mirror off the car, how easy it is to take the door panel out, and how everything kind of comes apart. You'll put it back in the exact reverse order. So that should snap in, the clip will hold it. We'll come back around to this side and we'll go ahead and we'll start putting everything back together. We'll put the three nuts back on, and we'll go ahead and reassemble the entire door. We'll put everything back together. And that's it. We want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. And again, this is our first video in a series. Thank you.